Dr. Honey, Senator Hirono wants you to Hawaii. I want to get you to Oak Ridge National Lab. And the quantum computing project there, I'm sure you're aware, is something that is a national lab-wide collaboration. And Oak Ridge is doing some really solid work to develop the next generation of computing systems. So I would like to have you on a trip to visit there. Yep. So thank you. Ms. Fulton, my fellow Tennesseans and I are very concerned about the current values of our nation's defense officials and their commitment to securing our nation. It is my hope that if you are confirmed, that you would act in a manner that would represent all Americans, even those that disagree with you. I won't sugarcoat this. The inflammatory rhetoric and the claims that you've made on Twitter and in interviews are very concerning. Your language is not representative of the way a top policy official at the Pentagon should write about policy or refer to her fellow Americans, including Republicans. And Senator Rounds approached the January 2018 tweet with you. I've got a stack of your tweets here. We've got a poster with your tweets on it. Let me go to your March 2014 tweet. What about calling Republicans right-wing, anti-everyone nut jobs falling in love with the dictatorship? Or what about tweeting, this is from June 2017, that most Repubs still shamefully quiet on lies, corruption, incompetence, treason. They've betrayed their oath to the Constitution. And would you consider that Republican reservists and guardsmen whose interests you will be representing at the Pentagon, would you consider them to be nut jobs? Would you consider them to be racist?
No, Senator.
You would not. Okay.
No, Senator. I don't think in any case that a whole group of people should be tarnished with the actions of a few.
What about the Republicans within the 25,000 employees that you would oversee as Assistant Secretary of Defense for Manpower and Reserve Affairs? If they're Christians, do you think that they're racist and nut jobs?
Senator, I'm a Christian, and no, I don't. I will, as I have throughout my career, work side by side with Republicans, with Democrats, with independents, with anyone, regardless of their political beliefs, for the mission, for what is best for our armed forces.
Why should we believe that if you were confirmed that you would actually build a team that is diverse in fact and thought, rather than just diverse in appearance?
Senator, throughout my career, I've worked side by side with Republicans, with everyone. My closest partner on the Board of Visitors.
Formed an opinion that they were nut jobs and racist?
No, Senator.
And that the Christianity that the religion that they practiced didn't team with what you thought it ought to be? Are you a leader of character, a theme you focus on in your public speeches? And how do leaders of character behave on Twitter?
Senator, I strive to be a leader of character every day. I strive to uphold our values.
Okay. Let me move on to Ms. Henderstein. Nuclear proliferation is something that I have focused on. When we did the NDAA, I had an amendment on that. I was concerned about your statement that you saw no indication, this is from July 2019, you saw no indication that Iran is rushing toward a nuclear weapon. We know from the IAEA reports that they have stockpiled approximately 10 times the amount of total uranium that they were allowed under the JCPOA. So have you changed your opinion on Iran, and do you acknowledge that Iran has made irreversible gains toward a nuclear arsenal?
Senator, I am extremely concerned about Iran, and I will clarify that my comments were about the technical capability to produce the nuclear weapon, but were not intended to minimize the consequence of their dangerous and increased uranium enrichment activities. My statement about the rush to the bomb that you so accurately quoted was really intending to be consistent with the Office of the Director of National Intelligence's public national threat assessment that said there wasn't an indication they were pursuing the activities related to the weaponization.
Okay, I will come to you with a written question to delve further on this. If you are confirmed, then I would want to work with you on this issue. Ms. Fulton, my time has expired, but I have a couple of other questions I will send to you. Your rhetoric and your conduct is incredibly disturbing to me. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator Blackburn. Let me recognize Senator King, please.